So the girls from the tutorial for this look, so let's get into it. I've already primed and prepped the face. I went in with mirror on and I went in with setting powder and setting mist. So now I'm going in straight to concealing using foundation, using L'Oreal Infallible. The shade I'm using, I don't know, maybe 511. I forgot. I think it might be 511 or 510. It's looking like that. But this looking all took me 42 minutes to complete. So I chopped it down with all the cuts and moving around, taking time finding stuff. I chopped it down to 23 minutes for you guys. So this should be a quick, simple, easy look for anyone to complete if you follow the correct steps. Now I'm going in with shade 525 on the forehead and on the upper lip and around the bottom of the mouth. I'm using a darker shade in these areas to blend with the lighter shade, and I like the forehead to be deeper than the rest of the face, so I want that to be concealed darker than underneath the eyes. I'm using a foundation brush and I'm just making sure I do full coverage motions. So once I first apply it, I want to make sure I apply it in the areas that I want the makeup to sit in. And now I'm just going back in, tapping those areas and mattifying those areas really into place. And it helps you keep full coverage. And yeah, it just helps you keep full coverage when you use this method. Now I will go in and use a regular face brush, but I just was loving the way the foundation brush was applying today, so I continue to use it. So now I'm just making sure those areas are well blended. And I'm using patting motions, making sure I pat everything into place. Today is my client's birthday. Well, the day of this video. It was my client's birthday, so she wanted a soft limb. A natural soft limb, no eyeshadow. So that is the look that we're doing on today. And I added a little razzle dazzle and added a white inner corner, just to give her a little pop. So now I'm going in with shade 535. And this is more of my client's skin tone. If it was to do foundation first, I would say 530, not 535. But you see how it's blended in with her neck. It's the same shade. And that's me covering up the baby hairs to make sure I don't get any makeup on the baby hairs. I'm looking around the edges of those baby hairs to make sure it's blended with the face. You don't want any patchiness. It's the blend for me. It just blends in so perfect with the skin. Like, knowing your client's shades and having a full range of foundations is key. Making sure you have dark enough shades and not just like dark medium for different skin tones, and be able to build with it the type of skin tone that your clients has. to contour. I'm using Morphe bronzer palette in shade Leader to contour my client's face and to give it a lift. I'm gonna start towards the ear and work my way in towards the nose. This is just so I can have more coverage in the back and less coverage towards the nose, and it'll be easier for blending. So also again, I'm using padded motions. I just want to make sure she's deep enough because her concealer is popping. So I just want to make sure when I use the powder and I set that her face, her contour area is still deep enough, because sometimes they can get washed out with that powder. So I'm making sure that that's blended well. I haven't added any product yet. I'm just blending it back out. Making sure it's well matte before I go on to the next step. So I'm softening out that concealer that I put on the side of the eye. So that's why you see me like buffing on the side of the eye. So now I'm going in with setting powder from Maybelline. The number I'm using, I totally forgot. Let's see what number I used. Let me think about it. That's what happens when you wait so long to record a YouTube video that you forget what you use. I want to say, to be safe, shade 330. We'll go with 330. Now I'm going in with shade 100. On top of it, just to give your feet a more lighter glow. And I only use shade 100 underneath the eyes, not in any other areas. For the rest of the face, I'm using shade 355 in the setting powder. Now I'm going in with adding some blush. So I'm going in with the peachy color to bring some blush and warmness into the face. Something very cutesy and girly. Now with her skin complexion, you can go pink, you can go burnt orange, you can go red, burgundy. It is to your liking. I felt as the peachy was more girly, so I chose to do this color. And you see me scratching off some residue from the hair, and I'm making sure that's well blended as I scratch it off. So you see that blush just sits on the side of her face, and I went in with a plum color and a nice Paris Makeup Creation Malibu palette. If you watch some of my other videos, you see me rave about this. So I definitely love it. And excuse my cocoa don't talk about my cocoa Cause this is how it's gonna work. If my hair not done, or like I'm wearing a glueless wig at the time, which I have a couple, I'm gonna wear my hat to work because I want to be comfortable. And my hat be cute and comfortable. But them cocoa do peek out sometimes. So now I'm going in with that plum shade. And I'm keeping it towards the lash line. It will come up and rise just a little bit, but I want to make sure the depth of it is at the lash line and lighter towards the top eyelid. And I'm using a simple fluffy oval shape eyeshadow brush. One that mimics Real Technique. And I think these are called Kaya or Kaya. I don't know. I said or Kaya. That's the same thing. CAYA. These were a gift to me for Christmas. So I'm kind of blending what's left on the rest of my brush into the eyebrow nose contour. Not much, just whatever's left over. And I'm using just a little bit more 100. Just to bring a little more snatch to her face. So this is not a white eyeshadow, but a nude eyeshadow, like cream. And I'm adding it to the center, or not the center, the inner corner of the eye. And just to bring some more, draw more attention to the center of her face. So I'm just making sure the edges are blended. I want it to look airbrushed. That's my goal. So I'm just making sure those edges are seamless with the rest of the eyeshadow. So now we're going into brows. I'm using black. And I'm giving her an outline, but I'm staying in the same. I'm not going outside the brows. I'm trimming the extra brow and making a line on top of it, not outside of it. And I'm wanting shading that brow in. And now I'm going to go in and shade a little more. Okay, so I'm being detailed with my shading. Now I'm brushing up the hairs. I am using an angle brush and it is pressed together, and I'm using black eyeshadow. So I pressed the brush together with my 2 fingers and I made some fine line strokes in the beginning of the brow to give a more realistic brow and to draw her brows a bit closer together. So now you can see me going in with that outline, and I'm not overlining. I'm staying in the same shape the brows are, and I'm shading in. I'm brushing up the hairs to see the full vision. In the beginning of the brow. It depends on the scarcity of the brow or the fullness of the brow. Now here I'm doing the outline of the brow just to thin them back out just a little. They were too big for my liking, or not even both of them, just the right one or the left one. It's right on TV, so yeah, the right one. It was too big, and I didn't want to outline one and not outline the other. So you want both sides of the face to be equal. So that is why I conceal the other one as well. Now I'm going in with concealer, e.l.f. concealer. And this is not the 16-hour. This is the white top concealer because it's the lightest one I have. And it happens to be the white top, but I do prefer the 16-hour. So that's me trying to blend out that concealer because it does dry matte quickly and it sets into place. So I did the middle before I did the outline, and just to show that it can be done, really. And it's okay to switch things up sometimes. And trust the process, and you are the artist, and there's no rules to makeup. So now I'm going in with the outline / overline of the lips. And I want to make sure I get on the meaty line of the lips, the part that's very light. I wanna make sure I get the line on that. So I'm using a dark brown eyeshadow because my decline is dark skin, so I want to make sure I'm using a deep enough outline that's deeper than her face. So if your decline is medium or light skin or Caucasian or any lighter shade, you would not have to go in with such a deep outline unless preferred. So here I'm smoothing out that outline, giving it a sort of blend with the inner lip. And I want it to be harsh. So now I'm going in with that setting mist, which is hydrating mist and mattifying mist mixed together. I make sure I hydrate my client's face very well to set in all the powder and stuff like that. And I'm fanning her just a little bit to speed up the drying process. This step is not necessary unless you just really prefer it or you're in a time crunch. But it is definitely up to you. But her face looks so good. I'm so happy the way that it turned out. So this is me cleaning off her nose ring, getting all makeup off the nose rings. So I always clean off my class nose rings or lip rings. So now I'm adding a gray eyeshadow to that concealer just to tone it down, because I didn't want it to be too bright with the eyeshadow. So now I'm going in with the pink gloss from I can't remember the name of the brand, but it's a pink lightly shimmered gloss. It's not holographic, but it has a little shimmer tone to it. So now I'm going in with a clear gloss, and I'm just smearing it all over the lips. I hate I don't know the name of the gloss. But look at that face though. Ain't it giving? Like, it just looks amazing to me. Honestly, truly. Everything looks perfect, and the combination is so nice. I feel like all the tones and shades in her face go very well together, and she looks like a doll to me. So making sure I get the gloss all over the lips, making sure I get the outline as well. And now I'm adding some highlighter to her nose. And this is the end. So perfect, so cute. I hope you guys loved this tutorial. She loved her face, and I can't wait to see what you're looking or your one-on-one. Thanks so much for